When you come to do a valuable community service as a volunteer, you're mostly focused on helping people. This video is about keeping everyone involved safe from harm. It outlines the most common risks and hazards you can expect and what you can do about them. When people are safe, we can get on with enjoying what we do, digital mentoring.
As a volunteer, you have responsibilities for health and safety in the workplace. LEAP also has responsibilities in this area. This means that work health and safety is everyone's responsibility. This video will highlight your health and safety responsibilities, some of the key risks and hazards to be aware of, and your part in managing them. We will also cover some of the important things you need to know about yours and others' safety before conducting a mentoring session. Take reasonable care for your own health and safety. Ensure your actions don't affect the health and safety of others in the workplace. For example, other volunteers, a learner you are mentoring, or the general public. Carry out your work tasks safely. Follow any reasonable instructions given to you by LEAP and comply with LEAP's WHS policies and procedures. When volunteering as a digital mentor, the most likely sources of injuries come from slips, trips, and falls. Most often between the car and the learner, we can often be focused on the task at hand and not the immediate environment. Manual tasks, those that involve lifting, lowering, pushing, pulling, moving, holding, carrying, and restraining. One of the things you can do to take care of yourself and others' health and safety is to look for and report hazards. A hazard is anything that has the potential to cause harm. They are the source of the risks that can lead to potential injury or illness. This means being aware of the situation at all times in every workplace, with every learner, with every task that you do. Think and ask questions like, is there anything that could cause harm here? What could go wrong? Most of the hazards you'll identify as a digital mentor will relate to people, places, equipment, and tasks. Let's have a look at some of the hazards you might identify as a digital mentor. What is it about the learner that might have the potential to cause you harm? The learner may have problems with their mobility. They may have difficulty standing from a chair or walking. This can be a risk to you if they ask you for help and you do not know how to assist correctly. Do not try to move anyone without adequate training. The learner may have an infectious illness that could impact on your health. The learner may demonstrate behaviors which are concerning. These may be the result of cognitive impairments such as poor memory, communication difficulties due to impaired hearing, or language barriers. No matter what the reason, people's behaviors have the possibility to be a risk to you. Feeling tired, stressed, or distracted means you may not be focused on the task at hand, making injuries and incidents more likely for the learner. What kind of hazards can you see in the following examples? Let's review some of the hazards. The main hazards associated with the use of equipment is that it is not maintained, not available, or not suitable. Some examples of these hazards could be the table or chair you are working on could be too low, too high, or is unstable. The chair may not have adequate support, or the furniture may be positioned in a way that makes it difficult to use. Power cords can become trip hazards and may not be in good condition. Check for overloading in power boards and inappropriate use of adapters. The tasks that are most likely to result in injury are tasks that involve manual handling or tasks done at a table or desk. Manual tasks are anything that you are required to do to use effort to maneuver an object. Avoid handling objects that are too heavy and always maintain a safe posture. Working too long in a sitting position or in an awkward posture are hazards associated with digital mentoring. Working in awkward postures or bending or twisting your body may result in injury. If you have identified a hazard in your workplace, ask the question, what could happen if I do nothing about this? This helps to determine the degree of risk. How likely is it that someone could be injured? And how seriously? Ask yourself what you can do to minimize the risk immediately. This is implementing a quick fix. If you cannot fix the hazard, do not do anything that is unsafe. Find another way to do the task. It is okay to say no if something is unsafe.
Despite our best efforts, there may be times when people get injured or become unwell. Unless you are trained in first aid, you should only
ensure the injured person is safe and seek first aid assistance as per the procedure of the location where you are mentoring, or call 000 in an emergency. Always report a hazard, incident, or injury to your team leader immediately. If it is out of hours, contact the LEAP staff member on call. It is also very important that you report the hazard or injury in writing. The hazard or injury report forms are on the LEAP app or on our website in the WHS induction section. LEAP will take the required course of action to minimize the risk in the future.
Being a digital mentor is a fun, rewarding, and sometimes challenging role. All of us here at LEAP want you to enjoy your experience. So be safe, be a risk thinker, and have a great time contributing to your community.